Hello everyone, my name is Lauren Cheremy and I have decided to conduct my research on the book titled Solitary by Albert Woodfox. I came across this book during our contemporary nonfiction week when one of the many stories shared was on the history of Albert Woodfox and his imprisonment. I became amazed by his story and thought that this piece would be, even though it was pretty long, would be a great piece of literature to add into the lesson plans for the New Orleans literature class. As for a little background, Albert was serving a 5-year sentence in 1972 for armed robbery in Angola prison when he and another prisoner were accused of stabbing a prison guard named Brent Miller. Um, During this, the two kept claiming that, they were innocent, but no one believed them. The two felt that they were receiving this treatment because they were targeted for organizing a chapter of the Black Panther Party in the Angola prison to gain attention for the horrible conditions they and their fellow cellmates had to live in. After being sentenced for more than 43 years in solitary confinement, Albert recalls his time in confinement in this story, Solitary, and shares his experience of being wrongly accused. So Solitary is a moving piece that was written by a New Orleans native, which goes through the process of his time being wrongly accused for a horrific crime. The spouse of Brent Miller, the prison guard who is now deceased, even believed Woodfox did not commit the crime. So that was pretty shocking to me to read. Um, as being the longest standing prisoner in solitary confinement in the United States ever, Woodfox is able to speak on the injustices he and his cellmates endured simply because of the racism and discrimination. Um, According to the course's syllabus, through the literature pieces chosen, um, it says that we will seek to examine how New Orleans is depicted by authors as a setting, as a culture, and as a character. And I feel that this book encompasses the setting and culture of the corrupt New Orleans criminal system, as well as the character of Albert Woodfox trying to overcome the racism and discrimination that he endured just on the basis of how he was charged and being wrongly accused of, primarily because him and his cellmates started the Black Panther chapter in the prison. So as for what the literary genre, I think this piece falls under a combination of realism and Southern Gothicism. I feel this piece falls under the realism genre because Woodfox displays his memories as they are and truthfully. He wants his readers to be able to feel and understand the injustices the Black Panther Party and the other inmates experienced during that time. And as for Southern Gothicism, I feel that this book falls under that category as well because race, class, and the character's personal history is the main plot of the work. Woodfox emphasizes the truth of the recollections to paint a vivid picture for his readers. Um, Overall, I feel like this piece would add a different point of view from the other pieces of literature we cover because most of those pieces are nonfiction, and by this being sort of an autobiography, it creates a more realistic read because you can actually understand and see from a first point of view that what he went through and his struggles to try and stay sane, basically, and not chaotic and discriminatory against himself. So by adding Woodfox's piece into the mix with the sense of his autobiography, it adds another level of work to understanding the depths of New Orleans culture in itself. So I hope y'all enjoyed this little snippet of this piece, and if you're interested, go out and read it because it was an amazing read. But these are the sources that I found, and that's it.